Hi everyone. Hold on just a second. Let me get this camera fixed. I apologize for that. My name's Dale. I just wanted to come online and thank everyone for their prayers for my recent surgery. It's been challenging, I'm going to say, to the least. And this is my third day post-op, so I decided I needed to do something a little bit different. I'm winded right now because I've been up getting an order that I received recently opened, and I wanted to share some of the things with you that I got, but then I also want your opinion on what I should make, because I just felt that crafting would help me a little bit today. So the first thing I got was some transfers. They're rub-on transfers, and what I saw was one of my fellow creators made an aquarium-like look with them, so I'm going to try that. I also got some other transfers with sunflowers because I love sunflowers and daisies. I got just some regular striped ticking type look for some tea towels. I love this message. It's called Follow Your Heart, Not the Herd. I plan on putting that on a t-shirt. This one I got because it reminded me of living in the mountains, and we have a little bit of trees and woods around us, so I still like it. And it's called Into the Woods I Go to Lose My Mind and My Soul and Find My Soul. So I love it. Then I ordered some fall items so I can be ready for the fall for Halloween. I had this one before, but unfortunately it was lost in a recent move. It says, Hey Boo. So I plan on putting that on a door hanger. That'll be October. I'll put this, Welcome Fall, up in September. And then I'm not sure where I'll use this, but I had it before the move and I loved it, so I will use it again some more. This is just called Autumn Leaves. The other three items I got, I really like, and I can't decide which one to, excuse me for that, which one to do. One is for everything there is a time. It's from Ecclesiastes 3:1, and it reminds me of the song of people that are my age. The one was turn, turn, turn for every time, for every season, for every time there is a season, every season for a purpose, or something like that. And I just love that. I also have, I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? Help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And, you know, with His plan, I feel safe with my cancer journey that I'm going through. And then the last one is, years ago I attended a leadership meeting, and the guest speaker was talking about how she had lost her husband, and she just remembered sitting there holding his hand. And I came home and immediately took a picture of me holding my husband's hand because it meant a lot to me. Even after 30-some years of marriage, we still hold hands a lot. We also received a gift from our daughter, which was a plaster cast where we could create a object with our hands being held, which we've kept. And I think I'm going to do this and put it next to that. It says, God gave me you. So I want to do that on something. What I'm going to put them on today is, I'm getting weak already and I apologize. I'm going to put them on one of our 9x12 white distressed boards. It's a shelf sitter, so I don't have to have a frame or anything. I can just set it right on the shelf. And what I like is it can go this way or this way. So I don't see anyone offering any opinions on which one I want. Not even sure if anyone's online with me, but I thought I'd go ahead and go on live. It's a Saturday, people are out doing things. I think I'm going to go ahead and do, just because it would be less, one of these two. For everything there is a time, or God gave me you. And I think I'm just going to do God made me you, since it's a quick and easy one before I give out of energy. So I'm going to turn the camera down and put it onto my surface, and I forgot my tacky towel. Bear with me a moment. I'm moving a little slow still, so it takes me a minute to get around. I've had no pain, but boy, have I had challenges with energy and stuff like that. So I'm going to put my tacky towel out. I'm going to turn the phone down, or the camera down. Bear with me while I reach up there. I'm not supposed to be reaching, so hopefully you can see this okay. And I will slide it a little bit to the side. I think I'm going to do God Gave Me You. Excuse me for the shortness of breath. And the shaky fingers. Okay. I have not used this one before, obviously, since it just came in my package. So I'm going to use the sticky towel or tacky towel and do it several times just so I make sure that I get it nice and fuzzed. If you don't have a tacky towel, you can use a terry cloth towel, or you can use your t-shirt or something like that. You always want to pull from the center when lifting the stencil. That is so that you do not stretch it. And normally if you're, sorry, my little cushion has fallen. If you've used a stencil several times, doing it 3 times on the tacky towel is usually enough. When they're new, I like to do them a few extra times just to make sure. And what I love about them is that I have used some of these stencils that I have 12, 13 times, and they're still just as good now as they were then. If I used a strong pigment ink or something on them, they may have some stains on the green part, but this green part, because I cleaned them well, is still good and still usable. If you would like a free Try Me kit, send me a message and I will get you one out. Just give me your address of where it needs to be mailed to. Keep in mind that I am moving slow, so it may be a week or so before I can get any more assembled and out. But I'd love to have you experience how easy this is to do. Okay, I think I've got it done enough, so I'm just going to move this to the side. I'm going to place it as well as I can in the center of my board, and to get it straight. Okay. And then I'll just spread it out, making sure all the air bubbles are out. I mean, this is such a simple craft to do, and I can tell you it is habit forming, because you'll see all these great things that you can make rather than going somewhere like a hobby store and purchasing them, or a home decor store. So you can see I've got it lined up fairly even, I think close enough, and I'm going to do this in a dark green just because the room I'm going to use it in has a green decor theme going on. And this is Army Green Paste. The black lid is paste, the white lid is ink. So you always want to make sure that you grab the right medium for the right surface. The ink goes on things like this board. It goes on our surfaces, our MD boards. I am stirring it up just to make sure that it's nice and mixed. Sometimes it tends to settle if I've not used it all the time. Now I'm just going to take a squeegee, put some on it. Boy, my hands are shaking. But that's one good thing about this. Even with the shakes, I can still make crafts. And you know, crafting is so good for your soul. It makes you feel good about what you've created. It lets you tap into your creativity. And then when you look at it, you get a sense of accomplishment on what you made, along with other health benefits. There's things that it reduces some of the chemicals in your brain that are anxiety forming. There are chemicals that raises your blood pressure, which it helps control or affect. It doesn't replace your blood pressure medicine, so please don't think the crafting is going to do that, but it does help. If you're having a rough time thinking about something that's bothering you, you can get into crafting, either this or knitting or painting, whatever, and your mind gets focused on it and not on whatever the issue is that you're worried about. You know, I just, again, at night or early morning when I can't sleep and my husband's still sleeping, I don't want to lay there and keep tossing and turning, so I'll get up and come into my craft room and maybe craft something simple just to get myself going. Of course, I always usually have a good cup of my coffee with me, and I just go to town with whatever I feel like doing. You can see I've got most of it done. What I want to make sure is that I get all of the lines out of it, because they will show up. Make sure all of the text area is covered. You want to make sure that it's still semi-transparent, that you can see the image through your chalk. Let me just set that to the side. I always like to close up my paste and things as soon as I'm done with them. I'm going to hold this up, and I think you can see where you can see the image through the paste. And then this is what we call the peel, reveal, and squill. The girls that have been to my crafting sessions where we teach crafts and stuff and have fun and laughs know the idea of the peel, reveal, and squill. Let me just get it lifted. You can pull from the corner to start, but again, you want to pull from the center to release it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off. And I'm going to, I don't want to put this there, so bear with me. Let me make it over here and put it down. I will wash that off with water, and then I'll wipe both sides with disinfectant wipe. But this is the finished product. So easy. I know that I could not have done that font or drew those hands, so this gives me a chance to create something and change or show my creativity. Now I may take some ribbon or not ribbon, some twine and put around the top just to give it a little bit of an element of texture, or I may take and put a small ribbon or bow in the corner. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to look at it the way it is, and then I'll decide if I want to add something. So thanks for joining me today. I know it wasn't a very long live. Let me reach it up here. And again, I want to thank everyone for their prayers. They have been greatly appreciated. You may want to watch my blog or read my blog about how my radiation oncologist told me about a study that was done about prayers. It's very interesting and makes you think. So have a wonderful day, and you can see my blog on my Facebook page. You can click into a link on it from one of my posts, or you can go to itsyourtimetosparkle.com and should be able to find it there. Thanks. Have a great day, everyone.